said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. He can't haul it in, incomplete. He had him on the crossing route and he dropped it.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quicker.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hand off from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Looking to throw, it's Burns. The sure hands, it's Clark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They booted away on fourth down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He's got him.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to...
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using the quick game. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes the heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down in the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He's looking downfield to throw. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the Georgia offense will take over.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really
turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Burns. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, they're after him. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Applewhite. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's
breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's looking to pass. Trying to ball his way in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Sneaks it in. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Number 1.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Let's go, let's go.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. To the air, it's Burns. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming.
For the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Number 10.
Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Edwards. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third down play from the gun. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
With the catch, it's Edwards. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Now they'll run the draw. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First and goal, Hawkeye.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning to 3.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice two-point conversion play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll run it from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
To throw, it's Applewhite. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Snagged out of the air. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game. And
oh, he's got some space. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. First and goal coming up. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front.
Touchdown, Iowa! Fit it in the window for the score.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Leaves it with the back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Burns. A little screen to the running back. To the 15. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Georgia! He would not be denied. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrap out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big time pickup on that one.
got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Look out, he's got room. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Music no. Music no. 22 water. 22 water.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
Charcoal. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football and just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Ready?
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Ready up.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking